Put out your seed. Put out blessings. Share blessings. And it will come back to you as blessings. There was a tombstone that had these 3 lines on it. What I spent, I had. What I saved, I lost. What I gave, I now have. This man forgot others. He had more food than he could eat in a lifetime. And yet he did not share. He did not think of others. The way to get rid of greed is to give. If you want to get rid of the sewage of greed in your heart, force yourself to start giving to those that need what you have. The Bible says it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. In our years now, God has blessed Judy and me. Over the years, we've tried to save and prepare for retirement. And one of the joys that we have now is giving to our children. Writing them a check. We say to them, we're giving you part of your inheritance now, so that you can enjoy it while you need it. Because we know you've told us all the bills and expenses you're struggling with. And we want to give it to you because God has given it to us. And we want to see you enjoy it rather than get it after we die, when maybe you don't need it as much, and when we can't see the results of what it brings in your life. So give. Give. The Bible says to earn all you can, save all you can, and give all you can. This man was a fool then because he forgot God. And he forgot others. One more reason he's a fool. God said, you fool! You're a fool! It's not that he didn't have intelligence. His IQ may have broken 120. That wasn't his problem. He was successful. He was wealthy. He had people working for him. He owned a big farm. He had great productivity. What was his problem? He forgot that he's going to die. And God said to him, you fool, this night you have planned for many years, but tonight you're going to be dead. And all these things that you've lived for, planned for, prepared for, stored up in barns, they are going to go to your heirs. And they're going to argue and fuss over it. So Jesus says, remember, the day you were born, you're old enough to die. Every week in the Pike Press and the Pike County Express News, there are obituaries. Every week. Every community in the world has a cemetery. Soon cemeteries will cover the earth, it seems. Why? Because we're all going. I'm not going to be here forever. You're not going to be here forever. And we're to do all the good we can, while we can, in all the ways we can, to whoever we can. To whomever we can. For as long as we ever can. Because we're going to remember. Someday, we're going to be gone. And so whatever God gives us, He wants us to use. He wants us to give to others because our lives are going to be. Death is coming. When people die, like Howard Hughes, or the Shah of Iran, or J. Paul Getty, or people that are famously rich, the question is always asked, how much did they leave? How much did they leave? The answer is always the same. They left it all. They left it all. So whatever God has given you now, remember God. Remember to share. remember that someday you won't be here. The days are long, but the years are short. And someday we'll have lived our last day. So Jesus closes this story by telling us a man's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions. And he closes his story by adding these words here. This is how it will be with whoever stores up things for themselves, but is not rich toward God. Be rich toward God. Next week, this lesson will continue in chapter 12 of Jesus telling us how to be rich toward God and why we can be rich toward God. As Paul Harvey said, to be content. If you're subject to God's call and we can help you today to be baptized into Christ, to repent of sins in a public way that you need to do so, to ask for prayers in support of the church, if there's place membership with the church, whatever you're on your heart, we always sing this song to give anyone an opportunity to come forward or make it known so that we can assist you while we stand and while we sing.